Yeah.
Interview us. Interview us when we go see Kong. I promise you.
Right.
You'll get some good content, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
So
But I thought those were some interesting tidbits of news. But I wanted to talk about Resident Evil briefly because it's been revealed by writer-director Johannes Roberts that the official title of the Resident Evil reboot is Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City.
boom.
Your thoughts?
What? I guess it's gonna be in Raccoon City. I guess I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Well, I mean, it's going to be at the mansion because he also said the other day that, to quote Johannes Roberts, the mansion as scary as fuck.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be like half of it's gonna be at the mansion,
Yeah,
and half
well,
of it's
and
gonna be at Raccoon City.
And we talked about that last episode with this reboot. At what point? Because there is a little bit of time in between the mansion incident and what happens in the Arclight Mountains to what happens in Raccoon City and that outbreak when Raccoon City is ultimately destroyed. So is there gonna be a time jump halfway in the movie? Are we gonna see the epilogue or the prologue, basically about the mansion incident, and then the remainder of the movie about the Raccoon City incident? Just like we were talking about with The Last of Us. There's a lot of content and a lot of story that you gotta jam pack in one movie. You know what I mean? That is a lot of characters and a lot of villains and a lot of exposition that you got to shove in an hour and a half, 2 hour slot. That's going to be a big task. And I don't want them to leave out a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Johannesburg, please don't fuck up this movie. I beg of you. Don't scrunch this stuff either. I swear. And we'll riot.
He seems like a genuine fan, and that excites me. But we were talking about that with Mortal Kombat the other day. I think part of the reason that video game adaptations fail is they either go like too extreme on either end. And I feel like you have to find a good balance of like, you stay true to the game, but you also make it your own and you also do something different with it, because I understand that you can't do an exact adaptation of the game. It can't be exactly the same. But you also can't do what Paul W.S. Anderson did with the Resident Evil franchise and just like take it out in left field, because that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't serve any purpose.
It does not. It doesn't serve the story. So I like the title. It makes me think that we were right and that Act 1 will probably take place at the mansion and Act 2 and 3 will probably take place in Raccoon City. But again, my fear is that that's a lot of content and that's a lot of story that you got to shove into an hour of a movie.
Exactly.
And I've always
much rather.
You're good.
I was gonna say I'd much rather hear Welcome to Raccoon City as like the sequel. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Like it would have been fine with just Resident Evil, and then the sequel would have been Welcome to Raccoon City. That would have made sense to me. That would at least kept me comfortable with the fact that like, okay, they're gonna take their time with this.
Yeah.
People don't fucking take their time with this shit. Oh my god, everyone just wants fucking fan service. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm so sorry. I know we're fans, and like if we want some, I mean, they're gonna give it to us. But then they just like, I don't know. The fans. Oh my god, I love us, but I hate us at the same time because we just want things so quick. But then when they give it to us, it's like rushed and it doesn't look good.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Well, and here's the thing about the Resident Evil reboot. I've always felt like what made the original games, what took place like Raccoon City and before, so interesting is that it's like there's so many different layers. You have everything that happened in the discovery of the virus with the progenitor virus and the T virus. You have everything from the first game with like Bravo team and Alpha team going into the mansion and everything that happened there. You have Birkin in the labs and him trying to sell the virus, and then Umbrella going in and releasing the T virus, which caused the Raccoon City outbreak. I mean, there's just so many things that they have to shove in this movie. And I know they can probably, I'm sure there's a way to do it creatively where you don't have to show every bit of it. You can just explain it. But is it going to be as effective?
I don't know about that. Yeah. I wouldn't like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you have to show things like that. And because it's so layered, if they can pull that off, I'll be really happy. If they can get the same vibes that you got in the original games, that's what I want. Have you played Resident Evil Outbreak?
I have not played Resident Evil Outbreak.
Dude, it has got one of the best intros to a video game I have ever seen in my entire life. It's creepy. It gives you that layered feeling of like even what's going on in the labs and what's going on in the sewers and what's about to go on in the streets of Raccoon City. It creates a sense of dread that even if you're hiding in that closet, even if you're alone in your bedroom locked with a gun, it's still not going to be enough. It's you are trapped and you are screwed, and it gives you that feeling of creepiness, and that's what I hope that they can bring to this reboot. Is I want it to feel like the original games felt.
Mhm.
I think if they can do that, Resident Evil fans are going to be happy.
Yes, let's hope so. I'm not gonna lie.
I definitely hope
Please
so.
don't fuck this up.